Hey everyone, it's Mark here. We're going to do some newsletters every couple of weeks now. We apologise that we haven't been in touch for so long. We're just a little under-resourced and things are moving so quickly. We're just so busy just trying to keep up with emails and inquiries and the debt work and foundations that we're doing. But we're really going to commit to trying to get a newsletter out to you guys every couple of weeks. It'll be very informal. I'll do a little video clip like this, and then we'll have some attachments about some of the exciting stuff that's going on. So yeah, every couple of weeks, hopefully we'll get a newsletter out to you guys. Steph and I are over in the UK. Some of you might already know, setting things up here with Truthology. We got approached by a few big groups over here, so that's what we're doing, and it's trying to build the team and get everything started over here. It's keeping us very busy. There's some fantastic people over here. Some of you might have heard of Roger Hayes, who's with the British Constitutional Group. Roger's doing some great stuff with what he calls the Lawful Bank, which is like a constitutional style bank. So that's fantastic. And, I'd suggest you get onto YouTube and check out what he's doing over there. So yeah, things are moving really quickly. It's all good though. We're just busier than ever, and as I said, trying to keep up with things. We brought on a new partner just over a year ago. He came to us wanting to do some of the processes that we do, and said that he was very committed to the truth and all this sort of thing. So he came on board, and he's just been fantastic, helping us to systemize a few things. As you all know, we're a very small boutique-y type of a foundation. But as we've got busier, we've realised that we need to try and systemize some things and build a team of people that have walked the walk, so done the work that we do, and so that's going really well. He is a very tenacious character, and so some of the things that we'll share in the upcoming newsletters are some of the processes that he's tried. We sort of made some additions to our process, including with his debt process, making a complaint to the police that there's been fraud on his account and that the bank won't answer certain questions, and that he just needs to lodge a fraud complaint with the police in case he makes a claim on his insurance. So he's been very successful in having, and I'll share this later, but he had a $129,000 Amex bill zeroed, and another Visa for about 10 or 12,000, and another one for 37,000. He's working on his fourth now. So I'm going to interview him shortly and share what he did, because it was very clever and very powerful. It worked well. So he's doing great things. He's working also very closely with a couple of lawyers and accountants, and more recently a barrister. The barrister is doing some fantastic work with Mark McMurtry. Many of you have probably heard of Mark McMurtry's great work. So we'll update you in the upcoming newsletters with what's going on there. But these are lawyers and accountants and barristers that have, I guess, like I'm a bankster that's jumped the fence and whistleblowing. These guys are the same. So we feel very honoured to be able to work with them. We've had some really big wins, or our clients have, in courts with the police. In fact, one of the lawyers that we're working with had a big win against the police with a speeding fine, where he questioned the authority of an officer to be able to issue a fine, and our partner went to it, as did quite a few Truthology members. And I'll share that later again, but he basically won, which was really interesting. Normally they shuffle these matters out the back door, and then our clients get a letter from the police saying, oh, there's been a technical error. But this went on for 5.5 hours, this particular hearing, and the magistrate actually dismissed the matter and funny enough, awarded our member, who's a lawyer, as I said, $990 or thereabouts in costs that the police had to pay. So please don't contact me asking for a magic bullet. Everything that you need is on our site to do the research and be able to handle these things yourself. So yeah, sorry, but the last thing we need is the thousands of people that already contact us asking us how to get out of speeding fines and parking fines. Everything you need is on our site, and you really have to do the work. So it's like jumping out of a plane. You've got to pack your own parachute. We're not here to provide those magic bullets, but all the answers that you need are on our site. But I will share, in some of the particulars that he went through. So foundations, we're still setting up. Gosh, we've set up hundreds and hundreds of foundations now, and we've got information from another not-for-profit group. There are over 600,000 foundations in Australia. About 117,000 of those are registered, so they're like registered charities, and there's a difference between the two. So we set up the NGOs that we believe aren't under the jurisdiction of the ATO or ASICs, and that's been the case to date. Not one of our foundations has even been approached by the ATO. So the ATO have been changing some legislation on how foundations operate with public entities. And if you are interested in setting a foundation up, we suggest you have a Skype call with me, and I can run through your specific details and what these changes are. But foundations are going stronger than ever, and we've got some really cool people. We've got one guy in particular, Michael, who will share maybe on this newsletter or the upcoming one. He's set up a cafe. He's setting up a whole series of cafes where the coffee's free. The coffee and the cake or whatever it is free. You actually then donate whatever you want to from true volition, and he sends quite a large portion of that off to, I think it's some African charities that he feels really passionate about. He set the foundation up a short time ago, and things are going gangbusters. It's such a cool thing that he's done in allowing people just to give what they want to give after they've had their coffee and cake, from a position of gratitude. And he's getting a lot of media coverage, and it's going to go fantastic for him. So there's some of the great stories that we'll share as time goes on. Doing lots of debts. We've done thousands of debts now, and as I said, I'll interview somebody shortly, one of our members who used this process with the police and using a financial ombudsman and what he did there. And then really from there, it's up to you to learn from there, and you can use that yourself. We've set up the Australian Legal, Civil and Human Rights Foundation as well, and we're contacting people that want to settle their loans with the lender with full and final settlements. So we've set up this legal foundation where we contact the banks dealing with the legal department of the bank, so we have a much higher level of negotiation skills and thresholds there for them to negotiate low settlements, and that's going really well. Contact us if you're interested in doing that. I just want to finish by saying that we will be in contact a lot more often now. We're getting a really good team on board to hopefully give us a bit of time to do these types of things. And we encourage you to, maybe get back on the site. We upgraded the site, I think about 9 or 10 months ago, and there is so much information on there. There's stuff on there I haven't even had time to see yet. Our partner's just been putting huge amounts of information on there. So the site's had a total revamp. It's absolutely incredible. If you haven't been on there for a while, get on and have a look. And change will only happen if we share this information. So shoot it out to your friends, even if you think that they may not be interested. You'd be surprised. I think there's a big shift in people waking up to what the banks have done, to the fact that corporations are masquerading as government. There's a lot of information around this OPPT, which is the One People's Public Trust. So I'll do my review of what I think the OPPT is about shortly as well. So anyway, good to contact you guys again. Hope you're all well, and as I said, jump back on the site and have a look. All right, we'll be in touch soon.